Yeah, I'm going to show you this small USB tester here a little bit more in detail, so you can see what we really can do with it. Came like that, even this really convenient box. So let's take it out. Absolutely awesome, really nice, beautiful, would say solid build. Comes with just one button here in the back. And what I love here is that they have imprinted not only the model but also the maximum voltage and maximum current. So you can see maximum power is up to a whopping 360 watts, which is absolutely amazing. And so here's also a small instructions manual. The English part is basically just 4 or barely 5 pages. And so I've brought 2 power banks to do a couple of tests. What we have to know here is that this is not a trigger device. This is just a measuring tool, but still very capable one. So I plug it in here, also plugging USB-C cable here and connecting to this power bank. Let's see if this automatically turns around. Looks like it's not flipping the display based on how I hold it. Maybe small disadvantage here, so it only works like that. But it really delivers a lot of information. You can see that here. Now this power bank is charging this power bank here with 19 volts, 3.25 amps, 64 watts. And so the question, can we see something similar here? Yeah, hold this here so you can compare. Here it shows 63 watts and here it shows 65. Of course, sometimes there can be a little bit loss here in the connection. What do we see here? This one saying 64, this one saying 63, this 65. Yeah, definitely not far away. Can't, of course, tell you exactly which one is right, but it's definitely very close. What's of course very important here when we do the measurement, it does not only show the current numbers, it's also measuring the milliampere hours, milliwatt hours and the time. I mean, this is already very nice, but now let's get to the things which actually made me buy this device, and that's these things down here. Unfortunately, they are a little bit small, but you can still see that we have a maximum voltage, we have a maximum amps, we have a maximum wattage, we have even the temperature here. And we have actually more when we turn it around and press this button here. Can see I press here, and so like that, it's giving us a nice chart of what has happened during this time. We can press again and we can see just very large voltage amps and wattage. But this thing is very impressive. What we also can do with this button is to long press, and then we should be able to reset the numbers. I think it takes a little bit of time. Now I release the button and you can see as soon as you release it, it's resetting. So as long as you are pushing the button, it's not doing anything. You just have to release it and then it will reset the numbers. And now unfortunately the charge has stopped, of course, because this power bank is empty. So I've been trying around a little bit, and so I can show you more, especially for example how to reverse the display. Here it's reversed, and so you can just double press here, 1, 2, and you can see now it has the reverse. So it doesn't have an automatic reverse. We have to press 2 times. And what we also can do here in this chart, when we long press, we can change the time. You can see the green number here. When I release, it has switched from 15 minutes to 60 minutes. And now when I long press and release, changing to 2 hours, which is the maximum. And when I do it again, it's switching back to 5 minutes. Of course, very important to know, when we remove the device which is consuming the power, the device will turn off. So we have to plug it not only into a power source, but also connect it to like a power consumer. Now after reconnecting, you can see it has been resuming. Also, let's see what happens when we remove it completely and put it back. Will the data be lost? No, it looks like it kept everything and will just continue. That's pretty cool. So if you're doing a full charge, for example, and after that the voltage drops to 0, of course, then the data is not lost. You can still retrieve everything. One small disadvantage here is, of course, that we can't see how much we really have here. I mean, we see the current numbers, voltage, amps, wattage, and it's a little bit difficult to read. The only thing which we see that the size of a square regarding voltage is 1 volt, and regarding the amps, 1 square means 0.6 amps. At least this is my assumption. So we had a variation, for example, here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 0.6 amps, which is 3 amps, which means it went down from 2.93 to 0. Yeah, that would definitely prove my assumption. Now let's see if we can switch the display without losing this chart here, switching here to this one and switching to this one, where we can also see some additional numbers, and then switching back to the chart, and everything has been continuing. That's the awesome thing. So we didn't lose the information here just while switching through the pages, and also not losing the data after the voltage drops to 0. That's pretty cool. Actually better than expected. And so if you're interested, you can find the link down in the description of the video, so you can check it out and order one for you if you like. And as far as I can see, it's a very budget-friendly device. When I bought it in July 2026, it was below $15, so that's also very cool. And so I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this USB tester, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.